everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, it is a review of this most recent episode of Friday Night SmackDown. So without further ado, let's say hello everybody. Let's say hello to Lily. Lily is a golden doodle, she is very cute. You can go subscribe to her on Lily's World, link will be in the description. And now, let's get into this week's Friday Night SmackDown review. Anyways, so the show kicked off with our men's Royal Rumble winner Jey Uso basically calling out Cody just to see if they have good chemistry, to see if we were actually interested in that match. I feel like the whole point of having the Rumble winners go to like all of the different shows is just to see what gets the biggest crowd pop. Obviously, I'm expecting Jey to face Kota at WrestleMania. Anyways, but then Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu came out and they just set up a tag team match for the main event, which actually did end up being pretty good. We will talk about that after. Anyways, but then up next, it was the first actual match of the night. It was Bianca Belair versus Piper Niven in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. And there really isn't too much to say about this match because it was very short, like 5 minutes max, which is okay. Like, not all matches have to be like these 15-20 minute spectacles, not at all obviously, but overall I did definitely enjoy it. It did have really good quality, and you know, I feel like I'm starting to enjoy more of Piper and Niven's matches, which is honestly really good. But obviously, Bianca Belair did win, so she is gonna be in the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Up next was a tag team match between DIY and Pretty Deadly. Now, once again, this match was very short, 5-6 minutes maybe, but it definitely did feel rushed. Bianca and Piper didn't feel as rushed as this, in my personal opinion. But yeah, so I don't know what it was. I guess I kind of had this feeling for like this whole episode, like this week's whole episode. It kind of felt rushed to me. Comment down below if you thought that as well, because I definitely want to know your opinion about that. But anyways, Pretty Deadly did actually end up being DIY, which was actually nice to see because if Pretty Deadly does have a match, we never see them win. So it was nice to actually see them win for a change, for sure. Now, in my personal opinion, the next thing I'm going to talk about was actually one of the biggest highlights of the night. And it was right before the triple threat elimination qualifying match. That was a whole word shuffle between Drew McIntyre, Jimmy Uso, and LA Knight. Yeah! I gotta do that. Anyways, but they had a little promo exchange. It was actually really funny. Drew even called Jimmy Uso Jay by accident and then said, oh, I forgot which one you were. Just like, you know, going back to when everybody would confuse the two up. So it was really good just to get under Jimmy's skin, which definitely did work, but obviously that didn't really lead to anything. Then LA Knight came out and my mic is falling. Stay. Lily, not you. You're good. Lily's actually being very good. Mike, you're being bad today. Anyways, LA Knight came out and then said, instead of Drew McIntyre, you're Drew McIntyre because all you do is complain. And the only thing you do is complain when other stars get to put all of their stuff in. That's obviously going back to after the Royal Rumble, Drew was mad that LA Knight attempted, I guess we could say, to get all of his moves in. Well, Drew was getting eliminated, so that got Drew mad backstage. That was like a whole nother story, but just throwing a little flashback to that, which definitely was good to see. Anyways, then the actual match March. We're not in March. Oh my gosh, Noah. Okay. Then the actual match did end up starting. Overall, it was definitely entertaining. Very good. It might have even been match of the night in my opinion. It definitely was, once again, one of the highlights of the night. This mic is not cooperating today, guys. Like, I don't know if you can tell the struggles. Like, look at this. Why? And it won't. Can we go like that? No, we cannot. Stay. You are not staying. This is probably annoying for you guys watching. Anyways, overall, the match was very good. We definitely got done with that. It was definitely better than the previous matches for sure. This was like the only match that didn't feel rushed, in my opinion. Actually, the main event didn't feel rushed at all. If anything, that felt too long. Anyways, but Drew McIntyre did end up winning the match and is going to Toronto to compete in the Elimination Chamber. Now, that wasn't surprising at all. I was expecting Drew to win for sure. But still, nice to see. It was a very good match overall. Lily's just looking out the window. Are you looking for him to subscribe? Hey, have you guys subscribed yet? Hold on. We gotta talk to Wrestling Gods for a second. Wrestling Gods up there. Can you please make sure every single person watching this video, at least some of them, subscribe and hit that like button. I would appreciate that very, very much. Thank you so much, and amen, goodbye. So, now that the Wrestling Gods are hopefully granting that, and definitely being on my side for that one, we can continue talking about the show. What do I even say about this next match? It was so ridiculous, I don't even know what to say. It was against Carmelo Hayes and Akira Tozawa of the Alpha Academy. I definitely wasn't expecting this to be an okay match, because it actually was kind of good. I was expecting this to be the worst match of 2025 automatically, but no. For some reason, it was actually kind of decent. But Carmelo Hayes did end up getting the win, and overall, once again, super solid match. I really don't have any complaints, which is shocking, because I usually do have a lot to complain about, or at least that's what my mom says. Anyways, up next, we got a huge party for all the women. We started with Charlotte Flair saying, you know, let's call Tiffy out here. Let's see if we have the chemistry to make this Mania match happen. And then that made me realize, man, I really want to see that match. Like, I am going to WrestleMania. I want to see Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton fight for that women's championship. I really hope that does end up being the match. But then once Tiffy came out, Nia Jax came out and said, you know, Tiffy, me and you have a match next week, so Charlotte, if you pick her, you're actually going to be fighting me at Mania. Blech. Don't want that. Don't want that at all. No. Instead of yeah. No. Definitely not at all. I don't know a single human being on the planet that wants to see that. I'm not sure if there is a human being on this planet that wants to see that. Definitely not me. Comment down below your opinion on that as well. That would definitely be interesting to hear about. But then Nia had her little new sidekick, Candice LeRae, out there. And then Alexa Bliss came. Whoa, that was a big voice crack. Let's just pretend that never happened. Then Alexa Bliss came out for her match against Candice. Now, that match was a chamber qualifying match. Super decent overall. Had lots of great moments. This was Alexa Bliss's first single match in over 2 years, which that makes me feel old myself. But that was definitely good to see her back wrestling. Alexa did end up winning the match to a surprise of nobody. So she is also going to be in the chamber qualifying match. Now it is time to talk about the main event of the show. I told you what it was earlier. It was Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga versus main event Jey Uso and our American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. I feel like this match, it definitely wasn't the best match of the night. For sure. I feel like all four of these superstars are amazing, obviously. But I feel like the match was just there. And I'm kind of getting that feeling, like on most SmackDowns, I'm kind of like, okay, is anything else happening? The best part is after the match when we get, really not a surprise, but like a kind of a surprise, I guess. Anyways, however, it was nice to see Cody and Jey tag teaming again. I'm pretty sure the last time it was, what? Was it 2023 when they won the titles? Yeah, it was 2023 when they actually won the tag team titles. Who remembers those days? Oh my gosh. That made me think back for a second. Anyways, but it definitely was nice to see them tag teaming again. And this was, once again, this was definitely not the match of the night at all. That goes to the triple threat qualifying match for sure. Anyways, but Jey and Cody did end up getting the win. And right before we thought, okay, this show is over, I'm going to sleep, Solo Sikoa returned and gave a Samoan spike to Cody Rhodes, and that is how our show ended, with Solo walking out after giving the spike to Cody. Now, it is time for me to give my rating of the show. There are lots of good moments, like the triple threat qualifying match, but there are also some slow moments, like Bianca versus Piper, DIY versus Pretty Deadly. It was just there, I guess. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. Once again, it was just an okay show, just there. Anyways, but that will do it for this week's episode of our Friday Night SmackDown review. I will see you all for the Monday Night Raw review, and until then, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!